Meanwhile, Liverpool, of course, have struggled with injuries this season. Conor Bradley out till the next campaign. Isak very much out as well until the end of March. It's a striker situation that I want to talk about as Jurgen and Frank are with us. And this is very much in a positive vibe, Jurgen. What we've seen from Ekitike this season, of course, excellent at the weekend. That second goal he took was exceptional. You look at this, what do you really like about the Frenchman?
Well, what I like is he's extremely spontaneous. You know, he's reading the game ahead, and he surprises probably himself as well in what he's doing and how he's finishing off certain opportunities. And he's very difficult to read for defenders. No, it's a fun player really to watch.
I've been very impressed with him in tight spaces, and I agree with everything the guys have said. His link-up play has been way better than I thought it was going to be, linking up with his teammates, and we saw this in the Community Shield actually a week before the season started. He's a type of player that when the ball comes up to his feet, he is spontaneous, but he's also at times got a picture, and that picture sometimes is a little flick round the corner and a 1-2 and spinning in and getting the ball back, and I've been really impressed with his touch. He's a big guy, he's a skinny guy, very, very skinny guy, but he's big and tall. He's relatively quick, but I think he's got a deft first touch, or he's got a deft touch. He looks quite light on his feet, and some of the goals he scores, a lot of them, they have got this deft touch about him. You saw that goal there, and that game, the little flip. That was the game against, was it Newcastle? Newcastle, where he scored the brilliant goal. Again, it was deft with the outside of the right foot. Yeah. But I've been impressed with his awareness of where his teammates are. Sometimes the ball goes up to your front man, it's all about wrestling the centre half and hold up play and all that sort of stuff, and that's part of the game, which he can do, but I've really been impressed with his skill level in tight spaces, as well as obviously his goals this season.
So Isak has obviously been out for an injury for a while, Jurgen. I suppose the big question is, can you play both of them up front at the same time?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you try out different variations in training. You want to see how they match up. But for me, from the outside, looking at all the forwards that Liverpool has at its disposal, it's difficult for a manager, to get them all on the field and to get them playing time and to keep them happy. I mean, you have Florian Wirtz, you have Ekitike, you have Isak is injured, Salah, Gakpo. Chiesa is even on the bench still. I mean, this is you figure out ways, who matches well up front there. Yeah, you have a lot of choices.
But if you play, if you played the two of them, Ekitike would probably have to play wide, and if you didn't do that, they'd have to play as a front pairing, or maybe a little bit of a hybrid, with Ekitike floating around. But that's Florian Wirtz. That's really what his skill set is, although he hasn't always played there this season, but that's what he does. And maybe one of the reasons you would do that is because they're getting nothing out of the front three with Mo Salah on that right-hand side at the moment. He left for the AFCON as a passenger, unfortunately, this season, and he's returned as a passenger. And that's a headache for Arne Slot, whether he changes shape to get two players in and Mo Salah out, because you're not going to play Mo Salah, because if you play Alexander Isak and Ekitike and Florian Wirtz behind, then you can only play three in midfield. If you play two of them, you can only play four in midfield, and that means Mo Salah and Florian Wirtz as the left and right-sided midfielders, and that's not going to ever happen in a month of Sundays, because you're just going to get ripped apart. I mean, you can put Florian Wirtz left in a front three, Salah left in a front three, but you can't put them in wide positions in a four, because Liverpool have already struggled in the middle of the park this season, and that's put extra pressure on the back line that has creaked and cracked under pressure. So it's not as simple as just saying, we can play these two, they're great players. It's how's that going to affect the other areas of this Liverpool team that, if we're being honest, have already struggled badly this season.
You take Isak back?
I won't put him back in, by the way. Oh, would you take him back?
To Newcastle. No, he's
All
burnt,
forgiven, Shane.
he's burnt his bridges. He's burnt his
With their
bridges.
receipts.
He's burnt his bridges with the Geordies.
You bitter man.
For free,
yes.
for free,
Yes, we are.
Shaka.
Yes, we
you
are.
get it for free back.
Have you noticed how every time Liverpool lose a player to injury, someone else suddenly steps up and reminds the world what this club is really about? Because that's exactly what's happening right now. And I want to ask you one simple question before we go any further. Are we actually watching the birth of Liverpool's next great forward in real time? Welcome back to Red View Update, because what's being said about Liverpool's striker situation right now should have every Reds fan paying close attention. This season has not been easy. Injuries have piled up, key players have been missing, Connor Bradley ruled out until next season, others struggling for rhythm, and at times it has felt like Liverpool were constantly being forced to adapt on the fly. But here's the thing about this football club. Liverpool don't wait for perfect conditions to compete. They evolve inside the chaos. And that's where Hugo Ekitike enters the conversation in a massive way. Listening to the ESPN breakdown, the praise for Ekitike is not hype, it's technical, it's detailed, and most importantly, it's earned. What stands out immediately is how unpredictable he is. Defenders can't read him. Sometimes even he doesn't know exactly what he's about to do, and that's what makes him dangerous. He plays on instinct. He sees pictures early. One touch, quick flicks, spinning into space, finishing before defenders can reset. For a player of his size, that's rare. He's tall, he's lean, he's quick, but what really separates him is his touch. Soft in tight spaces, calm under pressure. And that second goal everyone is talking about, that wasn't luck, that was awareness, confidence, and pure striker's instinct. We saw it against Newcastle. We've seen it in other matches too. Those outside of the boot finishes, those clever movements, that ability to link play instead of just wrestling center backs. This is modern forward play. And here's what should excite Liverpool fans even more. His link-up play has been far better than expected. This isn't just a poacher. This is a forward who understands combinations, who brings teammates into the game, who fits the identity Liverpool have built over years of high-tempo, intelligent football. Now, naturally, the big tactical question comes next. Can Liverpool play two strikers together when everyone is fit? On paper, fans love the idea. Ekitike and Isak. Power, pace, goals. But the ESPN discussion makes one thing very clear. Football is never that simple. The issue isn't talent. Liverpool have talent everywhere. Salah, Gakpo, Diaz, Szoboszlai, Florian Wirtz, depth across the front line. The real issue is balance, structure, protection. Because this Liverpool side has already struggled in midfield at times this season. The back line has been under pressure, fullback areas have been stretched. When you hear analysts say you can't just throw attackers on the pitch and hope it works, this is exactly what they mean. To play two strikers, you sacrifice numbers somewhere else. And if you sacrifice the wrong area, especially in midfield or wide defensive zones, you get punished at the highest level. That's why the conversation around Mo Salah is so delicate right now. It's not about disrespect, it's about tactical reality. If Liverpool change shape, difficult decisions follow. You can't play everyone everywhere. And with Arne Slot trying to stabilize the team while still competing, there are no easy answers. But here's the key takeaway that should leave Liverpool fans optimistic, not worried. There is no rush. There is no panic. Ekitike is in form. He's growing, he's learning, he's delivering. And when Isak returns, Liverpool will have options, not problems. That's a luxury many clubs would kill for. Depth is not a weakness, it's a weapon when managed correctly. This is what a transition phase actually looks like. Not collapse, not chaos, growth, competition, tactical debates because the quality level is high, not low. And despite the injuries, despite the challenges, Liverpool are still dangerous, still evolving, still producing moments that remind everyone why this club is never out of the conversation. Ekitike's rise is not just a nice story, It's proof that Liverpool's recruitment, development, and footballing identity are still working. This team is building something again, piece by piece, even when circumstances aren't perfect. So, the real question isn't whether Liverpool can survive this period, it's how strong they'll be when everything finally clicks. Now, I want to hear from you. Is Ekitike already undroppable? Should Liverpool eventually try a two-striker system, or is patience the smarter move? And what do you do when everyone is fit? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash the like button if this breakdown helped you out, and subscribe to Red View Update for daily Liverpool news, reactions, and real analysis. This club always finds a way forward. You will never walk alone.